About to get these cheeks clapped.
Not you. I call that worth it. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna play my game. I'll talk to you guys later. All right, wait for this guy. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. There we go.
Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Switch. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Middle.
From the 36, Rosen. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimous St. Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, watch it.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mike.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the back. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Nickers, got to spin.
Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On second down, Conner looking for space. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Alert!
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more action coming.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Roethlisberger. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that
he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll start on the ground with Belonge.
No.
And some space here.
He's gone.
He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Belonge, 94 yards, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Steelers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
44. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 56 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Set. 230. Mike 50. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it. Not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Balaj. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
What?
Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the interception, here's Rosen. This taken in by Jakeem Grant.
Dude!
He will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Dolphins 28, Steelers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Like 80. Mike, let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Here's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, He might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
The quick slant caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Raekwon McMillan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger will throw, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 56 yards. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
3rd down.
Set! 180! Check 52's to Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch loose.
He'll try and run forward with Connor. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to... And he's in! Touchdown, Steelers! Vance McDonald, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On 2nd and 15 now. Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 96 yards. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Dolphins 42, Steelers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over the 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. This one complete, right side to McDonald. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Roethlisberger now closing in on a 200-yard 1st half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger taken in by Switzer on the left side. 16 yards, a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 32-yard
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Single receiver.
Now it's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Balaj. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Double tight, alert. Hug. Switch. Check your hot read.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
They run it with Balaj. He gets away from one. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Steelers take
Let's go,
over
baby.
1st and
Let's
10
go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
White 80. 52's the mic. Let's go, D.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Flat! Block 80! Strip that ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready? Black 20. 43. Here we go. Here we go. Tight dog. Tight dog. Black is 3.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, it's Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
In your face.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Now Balaj. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mark Barrett able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Switzer, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 2nd down, it's Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. And Ben goes down in the end zone, and that'll be a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. This is taken around the 12.
Come on now, let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Walton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And to give him 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you.
And they will take a knee here.
Rosen on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run here with Balazs. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again.
Run!
T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games.